is Julie and I own a candy shop in the center of Ghent. My candy shop, Sweet So Carry, was an urgent need of an extraordinary campaign which would widen its horizons easily. Sweet So Carry was relatively unknown and I wanted it to become famous in our city and maybe later on all over the world. But how could we do that? That was my biggest question I wanted to solve. So I put my problem on Blogspot and I immediately got some response.
According to me, Sweet So Carry had all the possibilities to boom in this popular city. The only thing it needed was some word of mouth. So I suggested buzz marketing. This is an original way of advertising by catching the attention of everyone. A great example of buzz marketing was the Gangnam Style. Let's take a look at it.
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. Oppa Gangnam Style.
But buzz won't work on the long term.
I also got some response from 2 other women working in the world of marketing. They were very enthusiastic about seeing our idea to use some buzz to spread the word.
But we needed to think further, so I started brainstorming. We had to think out of the box. This was my moment of brainstorming, and I immediately came up with an idea. I wanted to make use of the postman, who could deliver some candy in every letterbox. 1 week later, he would have to put a leaflet in every letterbox with Sweet So Carry and some promotions on it. We had to keep in mind that it had to be creative and cheap at the same time, and certainly something that could create positive word of mouth.
That idea was so great because people definitely love entertainment, laughter and gifts. And it would be a good and simple way to taste the candy. Sien had a really good idea to promote Sweet So Carry, but I knew that there was something more to do with this brand. I wanted to brainstorm further and I got the idea to put the children in the spotlight because I thought that kids would get more attention and that they would create more interaction.
A flash mob, that is what Sweet So Carry needed. A flash mob is cheap, creative and it gets a lot of attention. The only thing we needed is a location, people who want to participate and a really good concept.
Julie was right about the flash mob. Flash mob gets so much attention. But what could be the subject of the flash mob? We needed something to flash about. So I came up with the idea of doing an Easter special. I thought of selling some chocolate eggs with a note in it. And on that note there should be written, you win 1 month free candy, or maybe another promotion.
We sat around the table with the company and decided to go along with the ideas, especially the buzz part. I asked myself whether buzz marketing would really work for candy, but I wanted to take the chance.
Some nice ideas were mentioned and I suggested to combine some of them to become a good interactive campaign.
On the 15th of March, we really got started with the campaign. I contacted a nursery school to help us with the flash mob. We wanted the children to participate in the flash mob.
I worked out the campaign in detail. I had the idea to hide a lot of Easter eggs in the center of Ghent, with a little note in it. On that note, the So Carry website was mentioned. By a link written on the note, people could vote their favorite chocolate taste. Some eggs even had a winning lot in it. But how would children know that there was an Easter special? Then I thought of Julie's and Lindsay's ideas. the flash mob by children of a nursery. That would get spread on social media and via the news and YouTube, and eventually it would be spread by word of mouth.
It seemed to become a great campaign. This wasn't only buzz. Oh, what is it with all those bees here? It was buzz and experience marketing at the same time.
We contacted the mayor of the city Ghent, Daniel Termont, to ask him the permission to hide several eggs in the center of the city. Afterwards, we contacted a nursery school and a dance teacher to teach the kids a little dance. And so we created a flash mob in no time. I thought it would be a good idea to let the kids throw some candy in the air after the flash mob so everyone could taste the good candy of sweet Sakuri.
Blogging was a really good way to brainstorm about ideas, but sometimes it was quite hard to understand everyone's ideas. But eventually we made a great campaign. Don't you think, Julie?
Yes, of course. It was great. Sweet Sakuri sold 40% more candy than usual, and the flash mob attracted more than 500 spectators.
Wow! It worked. Buzzword.